So you found out that you don't have long left to live and you've got nothing else to do. You're sitting alone in your home and all you've got is a crappy old DVD player and a stack of DVDs. So, for this series, I'm going to recommend you a bunch of movies to watch before you die. So the first movie we'll be looking at is none other than the 1980s classic, John Carpenter's The Thing. I picked one hell of a movie to start off this series, so I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet because honestly I don't want to give any spoilers away. The whole point of the series is for you to take an interest into the movie and watch it. So right off the bat, we're constantly reminded in the entire movie that the scientists in the Antarctica are isolated and that they are alone with little forms of communication between the other outposts that are spread through the American Antarctic. The movie gives a paranoia and claustrophobic feel for the viewer, and again it gives you a sense that these scientists are alone. The special effects are top notch, and because of this it gives bucket loads of gore, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute actually. The characters as well, they were memorable, my favourite being McCready, played by Kurt Russell. There were also others like Childs, Bennings, and Windows. They were all great, and I think that's great when a movie has characters that you actually care about, they're likeable, and that's when you can tell that at least the movie has a shred of good in it. It's got memorable actors. Now, when it actually came out, the movie received mixed reviews of being too grotesque, and it overshadowed the film, and I can see why critics would say that. But before we get into the whole special effects and the alien itself, let's talk a bit about what the movie is about. A pissed off parasitic alien finds its way into an Antarctic group that can assimilate and intimidate its life forms that it absorbs. And that's all I'll say. It's a really quick breakdown, but I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to tell you anything about the movie that will reveal any major key points. I want you to watch it because it deserves to be watched, and you have no idea what's going to happen. So that's all I'll say. Now, the alien itself, I think that has to be the highlight of the entire movie. Don't get me wrong, the actors were great as well, but the alien is just so well created and made in the special effects, and the puppetry is also great as well. Now, when I first came across this movie, it wasn't through the movie itself, and it wasn't through watching a trailer or a review. It was actually through another program called the Top 100 Scariest Moments in Television or something like that. It was aired on Channel 4. It was on for 3 hours, and it was a two-parter. And The Thing came below the 10 mark, and it showed one of the scenes, and all I'll say is the chest scene. Anybody that's watched the movie will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, when I saw that, and I was young, when I saw that, I pooped my pants. That's the best way I can put it. I saw it myself, not literally speaking, obviously, but point is, I was scared, and I thought to myself, well, do I really want to watch this movie? And years later, I decided to watch a trailer of it, thought, well, it doesn't look so bad. Then I moved on to a review that didn't show any of the movie clips. I thought, well, this sounds really good. And then finally I kind of managed to get the full movie, and I kind of had my eyes closed. But when I actually got a look at all the gore and the thing, I suppose, the antagonist of the movie, I wasn't really scared, and I appreciate just how much work went into the thing or the alien. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. But if you are kind of squeamish when it comes to the gore and you can't stand it, I'd advise skipping this movie. To me, the movie isn't all that gory, but, well, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you are willing to take a risk, you're willing to have a few cold ones and risk it, then go watch it. Watch the movie. Be a badass. But yeah, The Thing is a movie you need to watch before you die.